Hello everyone and welcome to the first edition of Not the Virus News. So in this news broadcast it'll be the things that I'm interested in, the things that you might have missed, and the things that don't revolve around COVID-19, and that is the last time I will mention that. So first up in today's news is you might have escaped your notice, but VAT on, so VAT being value added tax, which is what we call tax in the UK, is going to be abolished on tampons as of next year. So 2021, it will be abolished. And that will save the user about £40 in their lifetime of use. Now, the thing that I didn't know is that up to the abolition of this tax, they were considered to be a luxury item. Now, I ask you, how are they a luxury item when they are required? So go and spend that money wisely. Maybe a bottle of gin. So, and next news story is second HIV case has been cured. Now, I found this quite interesting. A Londoner is the second person to have been cured of the HIV virus. They'd been off their antiretroviral medication for 30 months, and the cure has come by means of, let me just refer to my notes so I don't look at the top of my head. I'm going to have advertising up here. Maybe on a later episode I'll have advertising on here. Clearly not the BBC. Yes, it's been cured using stem cell treatment. Now, wow, this is great. Now, this is when we know that we're living in the 21st century, isn't it? When we can cure things like this. And who knows, there might be a cure for the other thing that we're not going to mention. So, again, moving on. So, in our third story today, this is a bit of fun. So, the winner of the Crufts Best in Show was Maisie the Wired-Haired Dachshund, or Dachshund, or Sausage Dog, or Wiener, or, well, it's not just a wiener, is it? It's a wiener dog. Is that a wiener dog or a sausage dog? I know some of you call, not all of you, obviously, because it might be a Frankfurter dog, I don't know. I don't know, a salami dog. But some people around the world call sausages wieners. So, anyway, I don't know what I did that for. So, yes, Maisie the Wire-Haired Dachshund, or Dachshund, or Dachshund, or long short dog, won Best in Show and celebrated her achievement with a celebratory poop, which I have to say made me laugh. Clearly, obviously, far too much excitement for the day, and I've got to say I know how she feels at times. Not now, obviously, I'm not that excited, but yes. So she celebrated with the poop. So next time you're at an award ceremony, might not be the best thing to do whilst you're on stage, I will just say. Okay, and coming up, cue dramatic music. That was me waiting for dramatic music, and I might overlay it, but you know what? Then again, I might not. Depends on how much work it is. I am recording this at 2 minutes to midnight. So now, this is my news. My top 10 recommendations for if you're trapped in the house, you've got nothing to do, you've done all the things that you wanted to, all of that, those odd jobs have been completed. I'm going to have a drink, and this is not gin, it's just water. All of those odd jobs have been completed. Now I can speak. All those odd jobs have been completed. Maybe you might want to sit and watch a bit of streaming TV. So this is my top 10 for the things to watch on TV. So at number 10, we have The Bletchley Circle. I really enjoyed it, I've got to say. It was a bit mystery, a bit, I like kind of period drama-y things, but it's not too period where there's like too much rustling of taffeta going on. But it was, you know, a bit of mystery, a bit of, you know, a bit of intrigue, that sort of thing. So I really enjoyed it. It was originally, I think it was an ITV drama originally, but now it's available on streaming on Netflix. Then we have at number 9, we have Atypical. Now, Atypical is quite a personal thing to me because it's about somebody with autism and his experience of the world and how, like, trying to fit in and be social and date and all those sort of things goes on in his life. I have to say, it was, for you guys, you might just enjoy it, but for me, it was deeply personal, and it actually felt like somebody had, for the first time I'd watched a drama where it felt like somebody had got inside my head and was telling the world about my life and how I lived my life, and it was like really weird. It blew my mind, and as Brian would be able to tell you, that it kind of upset me at times, and I found it a bit hard going. And other people have really enjoyed it, but I think I found it hard going because it was the first time I'd seen a depiction of my kind of life on the screen. So if you get a chance to watch it, give it a go. It might not be the easiest thing for you to watch, or it might be a bit, I'm not sure about this, but give it a go. I'd like more people to understand how I kind of feel a bit, and how I did when I was younger. It's about a young man, by the way. Then we have at number 8, we have Grace and Frankie. Got to say, I've all through that, I've seen them all now. I've howled my way through it. I've laughed, I've cried, I've been gripped. I just loved it. Okay, so give it a go. It is funny, and it's well done. There's some characters in there that you'll just warm to, and some that you just won't like, but you won't like them for good reasons. But enjoy it, and please give it a watch if you've got plenty of time. I think there's 3 series now of it. Then we've got number 7, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Try and say that if you've had a gin. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. So I got to say I haven't watched the last series yet. Just not got round to it. Maybe, I might in the next coming weeks. Who knows what's going to happen. But we're not mentioning it, are we? So, but yes, I've really loved it. I mean, like there's some parodies in it. There's some, it's a bit surreal. It's just entertaining. If you like weird entertainment. But give it a go. If you fancy it anyway. Or at least give a couple of episodes. Now, you see, the thing is, I must say that if you're going to watch an episode of anything, you should watch at least 3 episodes of something, because it's really hard to take a balanced view of something that's trying to ramp up your enjoyment in the first episode. Give it 3, it usually pans out. You can get a bit more of an understanding whether you like it or not. Then number 6, we have The Crown. Again, another great series, very well done. Obviously, it's won awards and that sort of thing. I don't know. Best in show, it might have won. Might have been Maisie was involved in that. I don't know. But yes, it's won awards. Hopefully, she didn't do a poop on the stage as well. So, my brain works. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, because this is how my brain works. Yeah, so give it a go, have a watch. I've really enjoyed it. In fact, I've quite fancied watching it all again. So I think we're also in a third series of that, coming up to a fourth, hopefully. Then we've got at number 5, we've got Black Mirror. Very surrealist. You need to watch that kind of right from the very start all the way through, because it builds on things, and certainly the last series that there was, it touched on things from before, and it's kind of that collective knowledge and accumulative knowledge that builds. So give it a watch if you like weird, surreal, a bit chilling, a bit perhaps too close for comfort. Some of the episodes are not as good as others, and you know, you can watch them in their own right, but I would suggest you watch the entire thing. Then we've got at number 4, we've got Mad Men. I watched this when it aired on TV, and I think it was on BBC Two when it aired. It was a long time ago. I absolutely loved it. Characters are good. Obviously, people have gone on to play different things in different roles. You know, I can't think of what Elizabeth, her anyway, that was in The Handmaid's Tale. So maybe give that a watch. But yeah, Mad Men, I really enjoyed that, and I think that was 7 seasons. So there's quite a bit there to watch. Then we have at number 3 is the Santa Clarita Diet. Clarita Diet. Say it again with my teeth that I could make a down with. Yeah, so give that a watch. That's surreal, weird, comedy horror. I don't like horrors, but it's a kind of a comedy horror, and it's good. It's very weird. It certainly is not like anything else I'd ever watched, and I loved it. And then at number 2, we've got Star Trek Discovery. If you don't like sci-fi, then clearly you're not going to be watching Star Trek Discovery, and it might not be for you, but I really loved it. And I like all Star Trek, but it might not be your thing, Star Trek, or that particular series might not be your thing, and that's fine. Horses for courses, as we say, or mooses for hooses in this house. And then we have at number 1, we've got a tie, we've got a joint 2 at number 1, and that is Sex Education. Absolutely fantastic. Howled away through it. Slightly surreal kind of setting, because like it's all like people have got mobile phones, but then there's like really old cars in it, and I think it's kind of take away that you're not looking at the cars, you're watching the episode. So things are slightly skewed. It's almost an American high school, but it's set in the UK, and forget how it's said and enjoy the story, because I've howled, and it's funny, and I love it, and it's great. Can't wait for the next season. The next season of the series. And then the other joint place at number 1 is Stranger Things. If you've not watched Stranger Things, watch it. It is bloody amazing. So tune in and give that a go. Again, it's a bit sci-fi-y. It's a bit retro. Give it a go. You never know. It's a poet and he didn't know it. And then finally, in today's news, our final story of the day is in a warehouse, IKEA have discovered 50,000 face masks that they do not require, and they have donated those to a local hospital. Don't ask me where, because I don't know, because I forgot to write that bit down. But that's it. That's it for the news. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it a bit more interesting, a slight distraction. 15 minutes of distraction with Dave. It either can't be bad or it could be terrible for you. Who knows? But trust me, I'm not just doing it for you. I'm doing it for me, because I am going to go crazy if I have to listen to any more of the stuff that's on the news. And we all know what that means, don't we? See, I'm already getting there. Because I deal with it all day. I am preparing to get everybody to be able to work from home. And I don't stop. And I'm just doing that all day. So this is great mental health treatment for me. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll stay with me. I might give this another go. We'll see how it goes. You never know. Might find myself a better backdrop. This is my craft room and this is a mess. But in other good news, I've managed to find dog food. So Worcester's going to eat, and I'm going to craft. So, well, let's say if I'm not at work, which at the moment I still am. So you all have a lovely day, evening, month, week, year, whatever, turning of the earth. And I will see you very soon. All right. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Be kind. Sharing is the caring that we all need in the world. And do a bit of swapping. If you've got something you've got too much of and somebody else needs it, swap it for something you need. Because sharing is caring and we all need a bit more kindness in the world. All right. Love to you all. How many newsreaders give you a kiss? Hey? Oh, and typical newsreader style, I will just point out, I am actually wearing my PJs. Because that's what all newsreaders do. That's why they sit behind those desks. And on that, I say good night. Good night.